Good afternoon, everybody. Mr. Cain here, and it's a shame we can't all be together at Roosevelt Elementary. I miss you guys. I know everybody's going through some tough times right now. My own son, 20-year-old son, he just moved out in early February, had a job at a hotel, nice apartment in Dana Point, and now he's laid off. And so I know so many of us are going through difficult times. And so that's why I thought it would be a good idea if I make some video, create some counseling videos, not only for the students, but also for you parents as well. And I'll be posting 1 or 2 videos per week on the school website. So feel free to check them out, and hopefully they'll be of some use to you. What I'd like to talk about this week are coping strategies. As we know, we go through tough times, we go through stressful times, and that's what we're going through right now with the virus. And so I wanted to share some healthy coping strategies that you can use, that the students can use. That life is, what I tell my counseling students, is that life is a lot like the weather. Sometimes it's sun shining out, things are going great, our kids are bringing home good grades, or we're a student and we get a good grade and it just seems like everything's going well. And then there are times where the rain is coming down and the thunder and the lightning, and things are not going well, and our mom loses a job, our dad loses a job, or we get a bad grade, or our friends disappoint us. It's just the nature of life. We have ups and downs. And how we handle those down times, that is what is important for all of us. And we use the phrase in counseling, coping strategies. So coping obviously comes from the word to cope, and that means to handle. So when these stressful times come, how do we handle those difficult situations? There's healthy ways to handle stress, and then there are unhealthy ways to handle stress. Some unhealthy coping mechanisms would be, isolating ourselves, avoiding doing our homework, getting frustrated, yelling at others, yelling at our brother or sister, or yelling at our parents, lashing out. Of course, in extreme cases, this is one reason that kids sometimes get involved in drugs and alcohol. It's because they have tremendous emotional pain, and they're trying to cover that up. They're trying to alleviate that pain, get rid of that pain. So there are plenty of unhealthy coping mechanisms, but what I want to share with you are maybe some healthy coping mechanisms for whatever you're going through right now. One of the big ones is exercise. Exercise is great. When we exercise, it kicks in those positive hormones, and that's why we feel great after we exercise. Of course, I'm here sheltered down with about 4 or 5 other family members, and Mr. Cain made a decision that if I get frustrated being indoors, or family members getting on my nerves, you know what I do? I go out, I go jogging. It's great exercise. In 2 weeks, I've already lost 10 pounds. So that exercise for you may be walking the dog, or just taking a walk, or riding a bicycle, or maybe you have a trampoline or an exercise bike. But exercise is a great healthy coping mechanism. Another thing is focusing on the positive. So many times when stressful events arrive, we get very negative in our thinking. And that negativity just triggers more stress. So whatever your situation is, try and focus on something positive. Another one which you might not have thought of is practice gratitude. And basically, what that means is try and be thankful. Kids, be thankful to your mom or dad who are working so hard to give you a good life. Be thankful to your teachers for trying to reach out to you and give you a good education, even in this unusual situation. But practice gratitude. Go and thank somebody today. Perhaps there's somebody in your life that's been very kind to you or has done you a favor or you're close to. Find that person and thank them. Another healthy coping mechanism, and I have my female students do this, journaling. I found that girls love to journal. And so I bought a bunch of journals that are made for girls, has unicorns on them, and writing down what your thoughts and your feelings are. That's a great way to help you get through stress and anxiety. So, and of course, guys can journal as well. Talking with a friend. All right, if you're feeling down or kind of discouraged, talk to a friend. And of course, I know kids love to do that anyway. But that's a good healthy coping mechanism. Ask help from others. If you're feeling down, feeling overwhelmed, a lot of times it's good. Don't just keep it to yourself. Go to somebody that you trust. Talk to them. Let them know that you're struggling. And talking to somebody close, great way to share what's going on inside your heart. There's other practical things which you may do already, playing a sport, listening to music. I have students that are good at art. I have beautiful paintings and pictures from students that like to do art when they're going through stressful times. And so I'm going to end for today, but my challenge to you is try and use these healthy coping mechanisms. Remember, focus on the positive. Don't worry, this virus won't last forever. Things will get back to normal sooner or later, hopefully sooner. And I look forward to seeing you guys again in the future. So stay healthy, stay safe, and I'll see you soon.